Good afternoon, everybody. Sorry I got on a little later than normal, but it is 3 o'clock on the dot, so technically I'm not late, but I'm not as early as I wanted to be. I had to make a quick phone call before I went live. But anyway, welcome to everybody. Hope you guys like my new setup. I kind of redid my background. If you guys remember from last week, I received this really cool Luis Gonzalez little figurine. And, oops, I just realized I've already knocked one of my little guys over here. But I got my little teeny mates down below him. So I said, it's time to, change things up a little bit. So I created a new set. So I got Gonzo there as the centerpiece. Got my favorite Zach Gallen Spectra Auto Relic card. And I've got my Kelly Battery Auto set from Topps Gallery. So just change things up a little bit. Oh, cool. Left Behind. Good to see you. Hey, Fitzy. Donald, you are first in the live. Donald was first. A lot of guys were chatting in there, but they weren't technically in the live stream. They were in the pre-live. But thanks for jumping in, Left Behind, and watching. Just to show you guys also, in addition to my desk setup, right above it I've got, and this is more for me personally, just to not ever forget people, but these are my loyal supporters, folks that have sent me cards and personalized stuff. So that's my little collection of autos and signed stuff from you all. But as you can see in the title, we do have a Fairfield box, and which is common. But believe it or not, guys, and I had to write these stats down because I would have forgotten. I don't expect anyone to remember, but not too many, maybe a couple months ago, I was talking about how I had received 100% of my TTMs had come back to me, with one exception. And I pretty much wrote it off as, I'll never see those again. And I had to check the date. I sent this, and I just got this envelope, guys, in the mail last week on the 6th. I believe it came on Saturday, if I'm not mistaken, the day after my last live stream. Otherwise, I would have opened it last week. But anyway, I got this on the 6th of February. I sent it out on the 18th of April of 2020. So, doing the math, it comes out to 294 days. And I got it back. And I'm pretty certain there's more than one card in there. Yeah, in fact, I can feel... I sent 3 cards out, so we'll see what's in here. I'll let you guys build the suspense on who it is. Some of you might remember who it is because I told you all in that stream his name, because I was a little upset that he never responded. But I'll save that till the end. I've got 2 mail call packages. I do have an Ethan package, and I've got a special family mail call here that is really cool because it helps me complete something I've been working on for a while. So that's going to be fun to share with you guys. And I also have my Gallen collection. I told you guys I was going to show you my binder last week, and I totally forgot to get it out and show it to you. So I brought the binder up next to me here so I won't forget to open it and show you guys my Gallen PC before we're over. Because I suspect that some of Ethan's cards are probably going to end up in that binder. So I just wanted to have it with me. So with that, let's see who we got in here. Bibby's here. Tardy slip. It's okay, Bibby. I was late myself, so don't feel bad. Thank you, Left Behind. Yeah, I like it. I feel like it's a little more open than it was before. Stimmers, good to see you. Thanks for jumping in. John Fishman's in here. I saw you earlier in the pre-live. Good to see you. Donald says, "Was that from ComC?" It was. Donald doesn't miss a thing. It is from ComC. What do you know about ComC, Donald? I'm curious your opinion on them. I'm gonna give you guys. I've got to step away for about 30 seconds. I'll be right back. I gotta go grab something. That might have been more than 30 seconds, but I'm back. Okay, so Donald's asking me, was that from ComC? John says, how long ago did you buy that? ComC takes forever. And then Bibby says, hey everyone, the prizes for one lucky 200 sub winner will be posting right after Kevin. Oh, okay. Awesome. So, yeah, Bibby, remind me. Well, I should remember, but help remind me at the very end, and I will send everybody over to your channel to catch that announcement. John, I ordered this maybe a week and a half ago, and it took about a week to get here. I got this a few days ago, so I have no complaints. I bought it through eBay. I don't know if that matters. I didn't buy it directly from them. I bought it through eBay. So, apparently you've got some experiences with them. That's good to know. So let me set these aside. We'll start ripping into this Fairfield. I think it's time we get a hit. We haven't got a Fairfield hit in quite some time. And I would say, I don't remember the last time I got a relic. This is kind of weird. I'm kind of actually hoping to get a relic instead of an auto. Only in the fact that I've gotten the majority of my hits out of Fairfields were autos, and it would just be nice to get something a little different. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for today. Frank says, what's with all these baseball cards? I'm here to see rock. Yeah. I'm really trying, Frank, to spread my... What do they say? Diversification. I'm diversifying my channel. And I'll be honest with you, Frank, and everybody else, just to let you know, my channel, and I'm sure a lot of people are dealing with this too, but for whatever reason, mine went stagnant as far as growth goes. I hit a plateau, and my numbers were just not growing on subs or views or anything. And since I started up my rocket videos, now I've tapped into a whole different sector of YouTube and an audience. And people are starting to watch that otherwise they wouldn't watch me for baseball cards, but they're watching my rocket videos. So I'm starting to see an increase in my subs and my views on videos. So I'd say if you have other interests outside of baseball cards, by all means, throw stuff on your channel and see what kind of audience you can gain. It will grow. Okay. Donald says, if you go from eBay, they do ship quicker than going to their website directly. Okay. I didn't even know they have a website, to be honest with you. Hey there, Jeff. How you doing? Billy Joe Royal sung a song, burned like a rocket. Well, and some of my rockets have burned like a match, unfortunately. I don't have the highest success rate of other Rocketeers. I'm liking the rocket video. I appreciate that, Frank. Yep. So yeah, if any of you guys have other hobbies or interests, by all means throw it. And that's why I changed my name a long time ago because it used to be just Kevin's Card Collecting, and then I added the and more, and that pretty much opened the door for allowing me to put in whatever I want to put in. So that was I thought a good idea, and like I said, it seems to be working. So maybe you guys can try that too if you've got any interest. Or if you want to start up a new hobby, you can introduce that hobby on your channel and kind of follow your progress along as you learn about that hobby, which is kind of what I'm doing with the high power rocket stuff. I've never messed with the high power stuff, but I'm learning as I go, along with you guys as my audience. So having fun with it. Donald said, mine's slowly on the climb. Yeah, it's starting to creep up again. That's good. Up the mountainside. Slow but climbing up slowly. Daily grinding and uploading. Yep. Elton John wrote a song about Kevin. Rocket Man. Well, yeah. Did you guys ever see the movie Rocket Man? What's that guy's name? Harlan Wayans or Harlan Williams or something. Kind of a goofy guy. Goofy movie, but it's fun. So I could actually take insult to that term if you've ever seen that movie, because he's not a real bright guy. but I'm having fun with it. I'm learning a ton. I'm learning a lot of stuff just by doing the rockets. Oh, I forgot to check the date. The date on this box is February 11th of 2020. So it was a year ago. It was a year old yesterday. All right. Our center pack is going to be Fleer 93. I think I got Fleer 93 last week or the week before. That looks very familiar. Chris says you should create a channel about drones chasing cats. Do you know how much hate comments I would get? I'd get banned. YouTube would just they'd be done with me. That would be, I mean, I think it would be hilarious, but they wouldn't find the humor in it. Bibby says my new gardening videos will get me a ton of subs and watch time. I'll be honest with you, I enjoyed watching you pan across the backyard and show the landscape. You know, it's different. Anything different is, I don't know, pleasing to the eye, I guess. It's just fun to watch and learn. And speaking of Bibby, hey Chuck. Speaking of Bibby, these cards were probably one time in Bibby's hands. I always say that, but it's true. It might be true. Easy on the cat jokes. Oh, Chris and Chuck are going to start having a cat fight. Careful, you two. All right, here we go, guys. Let me pan down a little bit, make it easier. All right, always starting off with the back half of the box. Okay, we got a Jamie Moyer with the Rangers. Dale Mahorchik, or however you say that, for the Yankees. There's a Royals leaders card. And an Angels leaders card. Looks like we got a little 89 set going here. We got Danny Darwin with the Astros. Jesse Barfield with the Yankees. Do you ever wonder if, like, these old players that, you know, didn't make the Hall of Fame, weren't real famous, watch us on YouTube and watch and see when we pull their cards and kind of listen for our reaction? I don't know. It seemed like if they'd be baseball fans, they might watch baseball card videos. Man, that is hard to read. Jose Lidro? Why do they do that? It's even hard on the back to read. Or you, is that a U or a V? Vidro or Widro? I don't know. Pacific Mirrormount cards. There's Luis Sojo. Alan says, I deleted one of my play ball lectures by accident, had to re-record it and post it up again without the plus part. Oh, okay. Well, Donald, you could just have everybody jump back in and we could just reenact the whole stream, right? Chuck says V. Okay, so Vidro. V as in Victor. Got it. Thanks, guys. Frank says, hey, Mom, this guy Kevin just pulled Daddy's card out of a Fairfield box. See, exactly. Why not? It could happen, right? It could happen. Who was I watching the other day? Opened a Fairfield box and they pulled a Phil Hughes card. And I'm like, see, that'd be cool. Phil legitimately could be watching this. Not me, but, you know, the more bigger famous guys. Bill Landrum for the Pirates. Glenn Braggs for the Reds. Okay, Chuck remembers them. I've never heard of them, so there you go. Dave Meads for the Astros. We got Steve Lake with the Cubs. We better start getting used to this style of card, right? This is showing up in the 2021 Series 1, the old 86 throwbacks. Frank Euphemia with the Twins. And we got a couple of catch-up cards here. We got Ricky Horton for the Cardinals. Kevin, did you check out? Oh, no, John, I didn't. I forgot all about that. I got to remember to do that. In fact, I just pulled a Strom card the other day, and you would have thought the light bulb would have come on, but it didn't. Hey, SSP. Who was the guy your dad played without? Well, yes, it was Ron Hassey, but he played with him, not without him. There was a lot of guys my dad played without, but he did play with Ron Hassey. Me and baseball go back to the late 70s. Yep. I didn't start probably till the mid '80s. I was around in the late '70s, but I wasn't doing much. There's Brett Saberhagen of the Royals. Hey, check it out, Donald. I pulled a Matt Noakes for us. Notice how I include you in that joke. And Chris will get a kick out of that too. I know Chris likes to razz us about him. Preparing for the snow apocalypse. Yeah, I heard it's gonna get hit hard there. Hey, Steve, good to see you. Hey, Tampa Bucks fan and St. Louis Cardinals fan, 1990. How you doing, buddy? Played with. That's. I know. It was fun to play with you there, Frank. Matt Noakes, sweetness. Vicente Palacios. He's not sure. He's where he's supposed to be. There you go, Tampa Bay Bucks fan. There's Tampa Bay Devil Rays, Greg Vaughn. Dave Engel with the Twins. We've got a Chris George for the Brewers. Jeff Houston for the Rangers. There you go. Left behind. There he is, buddy. That's Gary Templeton, everybody. Gary Templeton. See how it's spelled? They spelled it wrong, but it's pronounced Gary Templeton. Some of you will get that joke. I know Left Behind will. There's Stan Javier for the A's. Wally Joyner. It actually looks like he's about to catch the big ball there that's in the picture or in the logo. And he's running from it. See, he's like, that's a big baseball, so he's turning around and running away from it. Oh, I have fun with these. Hey, check that one out. Topps Kids card, Delano DeShields. He's stealing. Now that don't make sense. See, you steal second, but you leave first, but you don't take first with you. So it looks like he's stealing first base, but nobody ever steals first. That should say second or third. Donald says, was that the Leaf logo swap with Donruss? It's actually a Fleer Ultra. But yeah, that's a cool logo with a little flaming ball. And that's why Wally's running from it. I'd run too if a baseball that size was on fire coming at me. Gary Renicky for the Braves. And here's the guy you don't see too often, Steve Balboni with the Yankees. Steve Balboni. Sounds Italian, doesn't it? Like you order an Italian pizza with Balboni on it. Oh, Donald's talking about something else. The earlier rated rookie card. Okay. The early... Oh, yeah. Okay. The Vicente Palacios. It's got the Leaf logo on it. There you go, Donald. Yeah, sorry. I totally missed what you were driving at there. I was hung up on that flaming baseball. Yeah, it is cool. You don't see that too often. Hey, Chris, are you still watching? Chris, are you here? Yeah, okay, so Chuck's making fun of Steve Balboni. He said, I used to call Balboni Bal Bologna. Or Bal Baloney. Bal Baloney. Donald, Eyes of an Eagle. That's pretty cool, pulling that Balboni card. I'm just saying. Just saying. I've been getting a lot of these too lately. These like Daffy Duck and these little cartoon cards from Upper Deck. ATD, not ADD. Bob Welch for the Athletics. We got Jorge Horta. That's an interesting name. Where's he from? Jorge is in the Mexican Baseball Hall of Fame. Interesting. He's from Mazatlan, Mexico. Look at the horrible miscut on the backside there. Look, there's like no border here hardly at all. The front looks fine. Interesting. Bibby, I want my MTV. Wow. That dates you a little bit. I wonder if those cards would be worth anything graded. I know the 90s Marvel cards on the are on fire right now. Oh, interesting. Donald is collecting the Looney Tune cards? Are you really? Okay. Well, in that case, because I'm not, so that's interesting. I know you're into Looney Tunes and you got your pictures up on the wall, so we'll set that one aside right there. I took the hint, Donald. Todd Worrell with the Cardinals. Kevin Elster, rookie prospect. Dana Kiker. Don is a Looney Tune. Okay. Hector Wagner for the Royals. Kelly Downs for the Giants. Mark Huseman for the Seattle Mariners. Donald says, we know that, John. Here, I'll put the Mariner behind the Looney Tune so I won't forget who appreciates it. Ed Hearn for the Mets. Bill Doran for the Astros. Javier Hernandez for the Astros. And here's that guy I was telling you about earlier, guys. Check this out. This is Terry Pendleton. This is Terry Pendleton. I showed you earlier his friend Gary, but this is Terry Pendleton. I like to play with those names. Trevor Wilson for the Giants. Oh, I know, John. Ray Burris, pitcher for the Brewers. Darren. Oh, no, that's not who I was thinking about. Never mind. I was thinking of Dalton Varsho for the D-backs. His dad used to play Gary Varsho. I just saw the name Dalton. I got all excited. Never mind. Doug Drabeck for the Yankees. We got Dan Schatzeder for the Phillies. He's got his Magnum PI mustache going on there. Scott Pose. No relation to Buster Posey. Okay, we had the catch-up cards earlier. Now we've got our mustard card for Kelly Gruber for the Blue Jays. We got Joe McGrain for the Cardinals. Just about. That's why I called it the Magnum PI stash. Steve Wilson and Cameron Drew. And this is left behind, man. What are the odds of this? Another Terry Pendleton card. And I've still got that Steve Balboni card on the stand. Still got the Steve Balboni. He's keeping an eye on things while we open up our Fleer 93. We're all mad here. Yes, not angry mad, but crazy mad, like as in the Mad Hatter. This has a collect a Tom Glavine career highlights card. Maybe we'll pull the Tom Glavine out of here. And a little stickage to these. We'll have to be careful ripping these apart. Let me flex them a little bit. Okay. We got another Matt Noakes, guys. Another Matt Noakes card. And that was stuck to another card. So that's we're let's see, number 2, right, on Matt Noakes. Wow. Okay, then we got a Jimmy Key for Toronto. Hey, 25 Perez. Fairfield fanatic. Yeah, right. I do love my Fairfields. John says, I actually went to an antique shop last week called the Mad Hatter, and it was an old hat factory. Had some vintage cards, but way too expensive. That's cool. Put that Matt Noakes in the Looney Tune pile for Donald. Well, to do that, I will set him aside because I do have that other What did I do with that other Matt Noakes? I should have kept it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. There it is. All right. So I got the 2 Matt Noakes. Because I know Donald's just dying to grow his Matt Noakes collection. And speaking of Donald, look at that. The timing is impeccable. We got an Edgar Martinez with the Mariners, guys. Speaking of Donald, there you go. Very cool to pull that right when we're talking about him. So I'm not sure, Donald. Who do you prefer? Edgar Martinez or Matt Noakes? If you had your druthers, which would you choose? That's funny. The odds of things like that are staggering, but they happen on my channel all the time. Cardinals fan says, I pulled last week Chase. That's right. I remember that. That was awesome. Are you watching the races there, Cardinals fan? The duels were last night, and then, of course, this Sunday we got the 500, so I'm looking forward to that. It's a Matt Noakes Fairfield, special edition Fairfield. Yep. Edgar Martinez. Got Alan Mills for the Orioles. Jose Melendez for the San Diego Padres. Eddie Tobancy. I'm not sure how to say that. Steve Foster for the Reds. And we got Tony Phillips for the Tigers. We got Rick Aguilera for the Minnesota Twins. There's another Darren Dalton. So we just pulled him, 2 minutes ago. Oh, I just saw we had a glitch in the system. Hopefully, okay, we're reconnected. Sorry about that little hiccup there, guys. I'm not sure how we lost connection, but we're back on. Anyway, Left Behind. This just came up when it reconnected. I'm not going to say the name out loud. I'll let you read it and laugh. That is too funny. And we got a George Brett. John says, Kevin, what do you think of the 21? Have almost double the print run of last year if you do the odds. Well, I think Topps realized that there's a lot more baseball card fans out there now. And so from a business standpoint, I can see why they made more cards. And they're going to sell every one of them. Topps knows they will sell every single card that they manufacture. Every last card. If there's a box on the shelf, guys, you know it as well as I do. It's flying off the shelf as fast as it's put on the shelf. So I think Topps is smart as far as they're thinking on how many cards to manufacture. I will say this, and this is just a critique. I've not seen one in person yet, but the 2021 cards, the names are so tiny. It's really hard to see the names, which is kind of unfortunate. Oh yeah, the truck's tonight, huh? Yeah, we'll have to watch. Thanks for reminding me. I'll have to go and watch that when we're done. Hopefully my DVR will pick it up. There's Greg Gagne for the Twins. We got Todd Froworth for the Orioles, and Leo Gomez for the Orioles. So that was a fun 93 Fleer. That was absolutely hilarious. And I'm gonna pull the Pendletons and Templetons out just because the irony of this is just hilarious. Bear with me 1 second, guys. This will be quick. I think there's one more in here, right? There he is. Got it. Okay, I think I got all 4 of them. So check this out, guys. Left Behind's always making fun of me because I make fun of myself. Terry Pendleton, Gary Templeton, and a Terry Pendleton. We got 2 of each guy. That's funny. That is funny. All right. Moving on to the, I guess you could say higher end stuff. If there's such a thing in Fairfield, this is the higher end stuff. So we've got oh my goodness, I do see a good card I like. David Dahl's right here for the Colorado Rockies. That's not the one I was talking about. Cole Calhoun. Now here he is with the Angels, but of course now we all know he is a Diamondback. And I'm just curious. No, I don't know. I don't know his number. I don't think that's not Mike Trout, is it? Number 27. It doesn't even really look like him. Probably not, but anyway, there's Cole Calhoun. Jimmy Key All-Star, American League. There's Eric Yielding. Mike Trout is 27, so that's Mike Trout, huh? Oh, cool. So technically that's a Trout card. And since Trout is bigger than Cole Calhoun, it's more of a Mike Trout card than a Calhoun card because he's takes up more of the, I guess it takes more ink to print up Mike Trout than it does Cole Calhoun. So I'm gonna save that card. I'm gonna hold on to it. Eric Yielding, Wally Joyner, Bobby Thigpen, and I was hoping that was an Edgar Martinez, Donald. I saw Martinez and I got excited. Jeff Blauser for the Braves. Luis Polonia for the Angels. Mike Hartley for the Dodgers. Truck race at 7:30. That's East Coast, I guess. So that's 4:30 here. Like I said, I just hope my DVR is going to record it. It should. I think it should. Mike Fitzgerald for the Expos. Got Matt Anderson with the Orioles. Gene Garber for the Braves. And there we go. We done it, guys. I got to ring the bell. We got our double. Gene Garber and Gene Garber. Fairfield double. Love when that happens. But why couldn't that be like 2 Edgar Martinez's or 2 Tony Gwynn's or, you know. No offense to Mr. Garber, but. Oh my goodness. Check this out, guys. Okay, we got Chili Davis, okay? But right after that, we got 2 Gary Lucas cards, pitcher for the Padres. Almost back-to-back Fairfield duplicates. Ramon's a relative, not that he never knew. Never know. Well, maybe, we are all related, Donald, if you go back far enough. Wink, wink. Arthur Rhodes for the Orioles. Dave Shapanev for the Phillies. Got Mark Brohard for the Brewers. Jeff Dedman for the Atlanta Braves. Look at that old blue, sky blue Atlanta Brave uniform. A double header on duplicates. I like that. That's a good term. A double header on duplicates. Pat Putnam. There you go, Donald. Do you remember that name? Pat Putnam. This card is from 1984. I'm guessing you were still in San Diego maybe at the time. I'm not sure if you were a Seattle resident yet. But definitely an old... yeah, there you go. Throwback Mariners. Like the old trident hat. Pretty cool. Here we got a... Okay, now see, Chuck, check this out. You guys are making fun of me. Well, not making fun of me, but I didn't know that earlier Jose Vidro. I'd never heard of him, and here it is again. But I can actually tell it's a V. Jose Vidro with a V. That's cool. Haley Diggins starting 9th tonight. Okay, so that puts her on the inside of the 5th row. Scott Sanderson for the Cubs. Craig Lefferts for the Giants. Used to be a Padre. Luis de los Santos for the Royals. Jeff Robinson for the Tigers. William Brennan for the Dodgers. We got Tom Kelly, manager for the Twins. If the hit's in here, it's going to be probably in the next 5 or 10 cards, if there is one. Jeff Conine for the Royals. Mike Young for the Brewers. Mike Bilecki for the Cubs. Andres Thomas for the Braves. Jaime Navarro for the Brewers. Bob Patterson for the Pirates. Pirates had a lot of Bobs pitching for him. I remember Bob Walk, Bob Patterson. In general, there were a lot of Bobs that pitched. You had Bob Ojeda. Based on balls, not a good name to have for a pitcher. Rick Manning for the Brewers. Did I miss anything oddball in cards? No, nothing. Just let me let you know, Bibby. Several of us in these channels and in the company that's here now, we tend to stumble across. I don't believe in coincidences at all, and I'm sure you can appreciate that statement. But it's fun to see how God interjects into our streams with little tidbits of, He knows that I'm always making fun of the Gary Templeton and Terry Pendleton joke with the names, and I get 2 of each. Just little things like that in my stream. I pulled a Cole Calhoun here with Mike Trout with him. But I know it's just kind of fun to see these little miracles occur in the stream. BJ Surhoff for the Brewers. We did pull 2 duplicates, as Donald said. A doubleheader on duplicates. Dave Steep for the Blue Jays. Yes, I love Bob Walk's name. Carlos Garcia for the Pirates. We got Jeff Kaiser for the Indians. Ted Power for the Pirates. Hensley Mullins for the Yankees. Omar Vizquel. There you go, Donald. Omar Vizquel. 91 tops for the Seattle Mariners. And no coincidence that Bush was there to catch my rocket. See, exactly. Amen to that. Oh, hey, did I pull that other Mariners out, Donald? What did I do with that throwback? I don't want to forget. There he is. Pat Putnam. All right. Doubt we're going to get a hit at this point, but hopefully we'll pull some good stuff here. We got Franklin Stubbs for the Astros. An Atlanta Braves Chuck Tanner card, which happens to have the team checklist on the back. Shout out to Bibby for his Braves. Jeff Ballard with the Orioles. There's Bip Roberts for the Padres. Barry Jones for the White Sox. Finally, Chuck, we pulled the White Sox for you. Putting them away for now. There you go, Donald. That was good. That was a good one. Barry Jones. Took a while to get a White Sox. Royals, Mark Kubica. John Moses for the Twins. Hey, another 89 Upper Deck White Sox. Jerry Roos. Or is it Royce? I'm not sure. Frank Tanana for the Tigers. And our final card is a Frank Viola for the Mets. No, don't think so. Tanner was not a popular manager. Okay. Yeah, Chuck says, finally. I hope you weren't holding your breath, Chuck, because if you were, you're probably pretty purple by now. But hey, that was fun, guys. That was... I just love Fairfields just for what they are. Good times. All right. Let me set these aside. Alrighty. So, I did get a lot of good little Mariners collection and a couple White Sox, finally. I pulled my Mike Trout / Cole Calhoun card and all my Pendleton Templeton cards. And my Steve Balboni, or as Chuck calls him, is... what do you call him? Balbaloni. Balbaloni. That was it. Steve Balbaloni. All right. What do I do first? I probably missed it. No pack? Yeah, you must have missed it, Donald. We opened up a 93 Fleer right at the midway point. That's where I pulled that Edgar Martinez out from. That Edgar came from the 93 Fleer pack. So you saw it. Yeah, there he is. That came from the 93 Fleer. Oh, you used to PC him. That's cool. Sorry, I had to wet my whistle. All right, so moving on. Oh, what to show first? I want to do my TTM. I've waited 294 days. Well, actually more than that because I got this on the 6th, so add 6 days to that. So exactly 300 days, guys, to the day. Today is my 300th day since I sent this out for signature. So let me get all the cards down on this end so I can safely cut this end. So Chuck used to PC Steve Balboni when he was a kid, huh? That's an interesting choice for a PC. Donald's cleaning up. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Donald's cleaning the church. You always add the S on my name. That's funny. Kevin's. Sorry, I was watching the hoax impeachment trial as they were closing for today. What a waste of I know. Hey, NCJ. Hello. A mod party? No. More like a mob party. If you knew these cast of characters, it'd be questionable as to why I choose to hang out with them. All right, guys. This is the TTM, as I've told you numerous times, that I've waited at least 3/4 of a year to get back. I'm going to set this Steve Balboni card aside in Chuck's honor. I'll set it right there. But I'm going to... And there should be multiple cards in here. Let me see if I can... Oh, I see 3 cards in there. We are a motley crew. Yes, Balboni was always jealous of Mattingly. You collected them just for the name, huh? All right, Chuck. Well, that's funny that we pulled that card and you were... he's a former PC of you guys, of your collection, so that's pretty cool. So Steve's there in the corner. So Chuck, I hope you're watching. Hope everybody's watching. I got my TTMs here. There are 3 cards in here. I'm hoping they're all signed. You never quite know. But fingers crossed, Lord willing, that this baseball player... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take an insert card, cover them up, and pull them out of the envelope. There we go. Okay. That way, envelope is empty. NASCAR TTMs are fun. Not at church yet? Oh, okay, I got you. Donald, I haven't talked to you, but I was hoping that maybe the missus had retired by now. I haven't talked to you about that lately. All right, guys, check this out. I'm going to work from the bottom on this card. Oh, no, I can only imagine NCJ. They got millions of cards. All right, guys, here we go. First TTM return. All right, guys, you watching? Chuck, are you watching? I see blue ink. We got an auto. Anybody know who that is? I'm just going to let it sit there for a second. Anybody know who that might be? Chuck, you got it. That's why that card was so exciting to pull. I knew that this was Steve Balboni's TTM day. Check that out. That's why I was kind of making a big deal about this card. So I pulled this in my Fairfield, guys, on the same day that I got my TTM return from Steve Balboni. Check that out. That is awesome, Chuck. You're right. That was awesome to get. Wow. That's a good signature. I hope he's okay, because it took a long time for this return. Hopefully he wasn't sick with the you-know-what. But that's awesome to get. And let's see if he signed the other ones. I sent another ones. Oh, okay, 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks, Donald. That's awesome. That is reason to celebrate. And I got an 89. Oh, no! He didn't sign the other one. Oh, my goodness. He only signed this one? What about this one? There's another one in here. Ah, he signed my 91 Donruss. Okay. Boo. Yeah, well, that's weird. He signed the Yankees. He didn't sign as a Mariner. I wonder if that means something. Donald, do you have any insight on that, bud? Why would Steve sign my Yankee cards but not sign the Mariner card? I'm going to get a couple sleeves out while you ponder the mystery. I did. I checked the back. Yeah, there's nothing back there either. I know, exactly, Chuck. Divine intervention. It happens every week in some form or fashion. That is a mystery. Mr. Balboni, why did you sign 2 and not 3? I mean, it's not like I sent him a stack or anything. But maybe it's a forged everything. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe he's contractually limited, NCJ. I don't know. I know some players have weird things like that in their contracts. Whoops. Well, he didn't want to be seen as a Mariner anyway. He even looks depressed. I don't want to... This is the day he just moved to Seattle, and he put on the Mariners uniform. You can see his expression. He's not too thrilled about it. He still can't get over the Braves auto. Oh, I know, right? Left Behind? I love telling that story. He didn't like the stash. No, must not have. Maybe he didn't like the 89 photo. Well, I wouldn't like that either. That's funny. Oh, my goodness. He wasn't happy being a Mariner. Apparently not. Wow. Well, tell you what, let me grab a couple. In addition to the sleeves, I want to top load these guys. Chuck's probably wondering, why does Kevin keep showing that stupid Balboni card in the background? Okay, I collected him as a kid. I called him Balboloni. But Kevin, it's time to move on. Do something other than Balboni and go to your TTMs. And lo and behold, more Balboni. That's funny. All right, so don't know what's up with that. Would have been nice if he left like a little note saying why or something. Probably a team dispute, bad blood, maybe. How could you not like being a Mariner back then? He played with Junior and the big... Well, maybe that's why, Chuck. Maybe he was just always in their shadow. You know, you could be a great player, but when you're next to a greater player, you're not noticed anymore. So maybe there was some resentment not being the best on the team. I'm just guessing. Try again. I'm sending Mariners cards only. Oh, wow. Okay, maybe his limits too. You never know. But honestly, Darren, it took 300 days to get this back, so I don't know if it's worth throwing a stamp on it and waiting another year to to see if he sends it back. So, yeah, there you go. There's my TTM for the day. That's pretty cool, though. It still makes for a fun story and a interesting little mystery. And I'm going to set that one there just as a novelty. And this one as an extra novelty. Scott Rowland wanted out of Philly in the worst way. I would not like being a Mariner. Yeah, I know, because, Bibby, to do that, you'd have to live in Seattle. Could you imagine having to live in, I mean, torture. Living up in Seattle where it rains all the time and it's cold and the winter snows and the sleet and the ice and the cold weather coming off the coast like that, miserable. Nobody in their right mind would live in Seattle. I'm just saying. But you'd love to be a Mariner. Is that a play on words there, Bibby? As in a sailor, a man of the sea? All right, let's see. Let's now do... We'll save even for... try that again. We'll save Ethan's package for last because I suspect that there's probably some gallons in there, and if there are, then I'll get my opportunity to show you guys my gallon binder. So we'll open up the ComC package next, which apparently you guys know quite a bit about that company. I knew nothing about them other than they sell stuff on eBay. I would not like to be a Atlanta Hammer. That's a good comeback, Donald. Don't talk about cold. My heat has been... Oh, Chuck, yeah, my wife apparently saw something you posted or somebody posted on Facebook. I suspect it was from you, though, talking about your housing situation. And, man, that's horrible. I feel for you. I hope that your landlord makes good and does the right thing. I know there's some legal stuff going on there, and I don't know the ins and outs. I'm sure you do, and you need to stay on top of that because you need to look out for yourself. But I'm praying that you get your heat turned back on. That's it. Oh, I did not know that it made the news. Wow. Work at Boeing for $250,000 a year. Yeah. Oh, yeah. NCJ. That whole thing about Seattle was a total spoof on Donald. I'll be honest with you. I liked the Seattle area. I went up there this last summer for the first time in my life, and I thought it was awesome. I really, really enjoyed myself. So I could see the desire to want to live there. It was gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. 48 degrees in your apartment, Chuck. That I can't say I've ever been that. Well, I mean, I've been in freezing temperatures. Once when we lived in Virginia, we lost power, and it was snow. It was Snowmageddon back in 2010 or 11. And, yeah, we went to bed at night wearing, like, 3 pairs of pants, 4 sweatshirts. We were bundled up just to go to bed at night. And, yeah, there's nothing fun about that. So, again, my heart goes out to you, buddy. That's... I guess I don't know, if you're able to drive, just go places where there's heat. Go to work some overtime. if the heater's working at the store, man, get creative. We did have a blast, Donald. It was a whirlwind tour. We did not have a whole lot of time to spend there, but we crammed in a lot of stuff in those few days. That was fun. All right, guys, I'm going to... Well, let me just open it, and then I'll explain to you why I got it. Some of you may know the history of this once you see what the card is. If you don't know the story, then I'll show you what I've got here in the background that this is part of, if that makes sense. I always try to trim as close to the edge as I can for obvious reasons. Okay. And, okay, this is not meant to be an insult to ComC, but they pack so well, guys. They pack in a bubble mailer and 1 peanut. Yes, they threw a peanut in there for security, You never know if it might get bounced around in the back of a mail truck. That peanut could mean the difference between life and death of a baseball card. And look, it's got squished, so it took one for the team, guys. This single, lonely little peanut took one for the team. May his soul rest in peace. Poor little peanut. If I had a trumpet, I'd play taps. Chuck, I've actually slept better the last couple of days than I've gotten in years. Interesting. Probably dropped. I'm guessing it did, Donald. I'm just having fun with it. Even if you cut through the middle, I promise the sun will still rise. Yeah? Yes, it does. So, without any further ado, let's just get into it. Guys, I'm going to show the back first, and it may give you guys a hint as to what's going on here. It's a bazooka back. Does anybody know anything about me and bazooka backs? Take it out of the team bag here, and I'll share with you guys how special this particular bazooka back is to me. A while back, guys, I actually threw out a notice to y'all that I was on the lookout for one card, and I needed one card. No, Chuck, that would be awesome. Well, to be honest with you, I've already got a gallon. But I was working on completing the set, and if you guys remember, I was missing one card to complete my Diamondback set. And let me just show you guys the set before I show you who it is. So I've got two sets of the 2020 Gypsy Queens. This is the base set. See, these are the regular back cards. These are all regular. These are all the Diamondbacks. Bradley, Calhoun, Escobar. There's Gallen. Leba, Ketel Marte, David Peralta, Robbie Ray, Christian Walker, Luke Weaver, and Alex Young. That makes up the entire set of D-backs. So it's an 11-card set from 2020 Gypsy Queen. These guys are all bazooka backs for the Diamondbacks. How's that? D-back bazooka backs. But you notice there is one missing. Bottom right corner. And I won't ask you to repeat who was in here on the base set, but I'm going to fill that spot today and call it complete. With this card, I have now completed my 2020 Gypsy Queen Diamondback bazooka back. And this card belongs to none other than Christian Walker. There it is. I've never been so happy to get a Christian Walker card in my life. So let me gingerly take him out. He is penny sleeved, so that's nice of them to do that. So there's Walker and the bazooka back. So let me slip him in my binder here. And there it is. You now have witnessed me completing my 2020 D-backs bazooka back set. And huge shout out to Ethan from Ethan's Elvis Covers and More channel. Ethan is who got me started on this collection. He was working on the whole set of all teams, and it got to be, and I can't even imagine that task. So he decided to break the teams out and sell them off, and I bought what Diamondbacks he had. And then there was probably 4 or 5 left that I had to get on my own, which I was able to scramble and find. But that Walker was eluding me for the longest time. So I got a couple nice little top loaders here now too. So thank you again, Ethan, for even getting me going down this path. And we got it. So yeah, thank you, Cardinals fan. Appreciate it. It is a thrill to get a set complete by, kind of nickel and diming it like that. Not just buying the set complete from somebody, but working on it yourself. There's a bit of an accomplishment to go with that. So now that was a great prelude to Ethan because I was just talking about him, and now we've come to the grand finale. We just passed the hour mark on my stream, and I'm going to open up my package I got from Ethan. And in the event that these are Gallon cards, you know what? I'm going to have to set Mr. Balboni a little further back because I don't want to knock him over. That just cracks me up. He did not sign that Mariners card. And that's not a very, I don't know. If that was me in that picture, I wouldn't be happy. All right, now I got room to spread out. I do have my Gallon binder. So this is my special baseball binder only for my Gallon cards. And for those of you who are wondering what is a Gallon card, it's Zach Gallen, pitcher for the Diamondbacks. So here we go. This was dated on January 4th, so this is a month and a week old. I do have another package from Ethan here next to me, which will be opened up next week. And I may or may not have another package still coming. I don't think I do. I think I'm all caught up now. Okay, well, I do see a Zach Gallen on the back, so I will have to break open my binder. And I just saw the front card, and Ethan is still as funny as ever. I've got a growing PC of this guy, even though I don't want to. Ethan kind of forces my hand to collect them. Manny Machado. Oh, I said it. I can't believe I said the name out loud. Oh, now lightning's going to strike. Don't anyone get too close to me for the next 24 hours. I might get struck by lightning. I said the name. Hey, Fox Bama. Oh, that's good, Left Behind. They're great little scissors. I enjoy mine. They're good quality. All right, Manny Machado. Adam Warren. So these are going to be some of the freebies that he threw in there because I would never, in my right mind, buy one of those cards. So, hey, we were just talking about old Cal Calhoun earlier when he was with the Angels. There he is on I'm guessing this is from Archives. Yep. Archives, little throwback for Cole Calhoun. Very nice. Let me angle this back down just a bit. Boo. Yes. Yeah, don't say that, Fox Bama. At least you're laughing when you say nice, Manny. Mackenzie Gore for the Padres. Nice. Bowman's Best. Beautiful cards. The Bowman's Best. And we got a Bryce Jarvis, franchise favorites for the Diamondbacks. Nice. And check out that Gallen. This is, oh my goodness, I've gotten 2 of these from him now. These die cuts. Interesting. I remember buying one. I guess I bought 2. Well, you can not have too many of these cards, that's for sure. So that's a nice pull. That'll go in the binder here in a bit. And there's another Gallen. In fact, we got 2. Are they the same or is one a parallel? Oh, we got 3. Okay, what's the difference? That looks like a base. These are Bowman's Best, by the way. And what's the story with this one? It's in a top loader. Oh, it's a refractor. Okay. You guys see that? Up here in the top left, it says refractor on it, whereas the base doesn't say anything. Those things are sick. The die cuts have Lewis. Oh, that's cool. They got a Lewis Robert. That's awesome. Burn him. No, my wife won't. Yeah, Robert, that's a sore subject around here right now. Oh, that's cool. So we got the base and we've got the refractor. Cool. So those are going to go in the binder here. And so what's this? Another refractor or is it another variation? It does not say refractor on it, but it definitely has some crackly ice sapphire, whatever they call that stuff in the background. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so that's cool. Three variations of the same card. And oh, I didn't realize the last one isn't the same card, but this is a blue parallel. And it's numbered. Oh my goodness, check this out. 22 out of 150. That's cool. So 4 gallons, all different variations of the same card. That is awesome. That's a great gallon collection there. So, and nothing wrong with these guys either. Well, with one of them at least. But, so we'll set those aside, and I'm going to crack open my binder. Oh, Atomic Refractor. Really? Is that what it's called? That's a cool name. All right. I got to unzip this. Out of camera, sorry. The camera's mounted in a way I can't move it. Okay. So here's my Zach Gallen PC. And as you can see here, I got a bunch of Donruss rated rookie cards for him. There at the bottom, I've got a couple of the regular Gypsy Queens. Just the base, not the bazooka back. And I got a whole bunch of 2020 tops. Some of them are opening day. Most of them are just base. Sorry about that glare off the light. Okay, Donald, thanks for coming in, buddy. Yeah, don't do that, Cardinals fan. Not a great idea. I wouldn't do that if I were you. There's more 2020. Then here we got some Bowman. We got Panini Chronicles, a couple of them down here, along with a Chrome 2020 tops. We got a Diamond Kings. Got another Chrome. I got a Turkey Red. Got an Allen and Ginter. And up here I've got a couple Prisms. A Timeless Treasure. A couple Bowman Chromes. A Gold card from 2020. 3 Mosaics. 2 of them are refractors or prism, not sure. And then I got some Holiday. I got 3 Holidays down here. This one, no, I thought one of them was metallic. Maybe not. Oh, thanks, Left Behind. And this is the last page. And I've got a Titan. I've got the base, which is what I just got. So I'm going to add to that. Another one of those die cuts I was showing you guys. Check this out. Here's a regular chrome, but this one's a sparkly chrome. I don't know how to describe it. Can you guys see that sparkle, the rainbow color in there? I'm not sure what those are called, but they're gorgeous. And then at the bottom, I've got a couple, another Diamond Kings and another Bowman. So I need to make way for, in fact, I'm going to have to go into another sheet. I didn't realize that. Let me go grab another blank sheet. So let me set this down gently. I'll be right back. Okay, so let me just go ahead and add this new sheet to the mix. Okay, so I got to add, how many am I going to be adding here? I think 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so let's put these 2 die cuts together. So let me pull this one out. And I do have all my gallons in penny sleeves in addition to the binder sleeve. Okay, so we'll add that die cut there. And I really want to keep where did I have this one? Am I crazy or did I not lose track of that? Bowman's best card. So when I took out, guys, I'm losing my mind. Forgive me. So I'm going to shift this. I'm going to shift these down. I'll put in this base. I was looking for a card that was in my hand. Can you believe that? Let me pull these guys out. And let me get this other base out. Oh, that's good. Good for you. Cardinals fan, he's a good guy to collect. He's a good guy to collect. Okay, we'll put the refractor next. And let's go with the... I'll do the blue last, so we'll do this one next. And we'll do this one last. Oh, Chuck, no worries. It was Christian Walker. Chuck, Christian Walker. He was my final card to complete the set. I think you had guessed Gallon, which was a great guess, but I already had the Gallon. And now, in fact, I'm showing my Gallon PC here as I'm putting my new Gallons in that I just got from Ethan. But, yeah, it was a Christian Walker. So my 2020 Gypsy Queen Bazooka backs for the D-backs is officially complete. And let me get... For some reason, this guy was not in a sleeve, so let me correct that. There we go. I learned this from you, Chuck. I went back. Fortunately, I don't have hundreds and hundreds of cards yet, so it made it easy. But I went back and pulled all my Gallons, Chuck, and I individually sleeved them up. I don't normally sleeve up my binder cards, but I know you had recommended it, and I thought, you know what? At a penny a piece, why not? If you could protect the cards better, why not do it? So I elected to go back and sleeve all these guys up. So I thank you for that advice. I think it's great advice. So there we go. All right, let me close this back up. Oh, sorry. Oh, was he? Oh, okay, Chuck. Well, and out here in the desert where I live, it gets so hot that is very, very possible. I don't plan on leaving my cards outside, but a lot of us as kids, our cards ended up in our parents' attics or out in the storage shed or in the garage on a shelf, and they go through those temperature changes from hot to cold, and yeah, it does. It wears on the ink, and they can stick. So, great advice. Cardinals fan, you mentioned that he was a 2016 draft for St. Louis. I don't know that. I did not know that. I'm not doubting you. I know he started with Miami. Technically, his rookie season, he was a Marlin initially. But right away, the D-backs got him. So his rookie cards say D-backs. But no, I didn't know he was drafted as a Cardinal. That's interesting. Darren says, now you need the purple, green, gold, orange, red, plus the 1-of-1 superfractor to complete the rainbow. I know, right? That's a little daunting of a task. It's not like you can just run down to the local Walmart or 7-Eleven and buy them. Wish you could, but can't do that. So here, I'll center this a little bit better. So actually, you know what? Let me turn this sideways. And I can show... Oh, you know what I want to show first? Because I just showed my Gallon collection. I'm sure you guys have all seen this before, but this is my Gallon Spectra Auto Relic card. I got this from Ethan, too, way back when. Numbered to 99. 65 of 99. But this is my favorite Zach Gallen card. Interesting. Thanks, Chuck. And Cardinals fan, I did not realize that. Again, I need to brush up on my knowledge on my PC, guys. That's kind of embarrassing to not have known that. So I need to study up. So, yeah, let me pan back up so you guys can see my display, my new display. There's all my cards I showed. Oops. Oh, here, let me unclip. There we go. So here's my collection of loyal YouTube supporting fans. I've got Ken Booth. That's Ken's cardboard. There's Bobby Catalano. She's kind of made a re-entrance into the community here recently, the last few weeks. Good to see her back at it. There's Left Behind. Got him. There's the godfather of the card community, Donald Blomdahl. There's yours truly with an unsigned card. There's Chuck sporting. I love how it's like black and white, and then it just makes the red, white, and blue pop. That's a really cool effect how Chuck did that. And then we got Ethan sporting an Elvis card. And then I've got SSP on a 2 of 2. I believe Donald's got the other one. But and I've got some wires hanging down, but it says 1 Peter 5:10. Nice little scripture verse there. But speaking of SSP, that's where I got this Luis Gonzalez backdrop. So it gave me an opportunity to revamp my whole display. And yeah, a little behind the scenes here. There's my computer that I use as I chat with you guys, little laptop. Keep track of the chat through that and see what's on the screen. There, I'm filming the film. So, there we go. All right, let me tuck this camera back in the stand. Oop. There we go. And then I got a charger on it as well to keep it going. All right. So guys, we just hit the 1 hour and 18-minute mark. Got 8 guys watching. I appreciate that. 12 thumbs up. That's awesome, guys. Thank you for helping me hit the double digits. I know YouTube likes the double digits. That way they can recommend you to other people. So I hugely appreciate that. Or as former President Trump would say, I bigly appreciate it. I appreciate it bigly. Yeah, I can't think of anything else to say. Oh, 13 likes. Awesome. I guess my computer's slow. It still shows 12, but I like your number better. I like that. I know Chuck likes 13. So there you go, Chuck. Lucky 13 for Chuck. So, well, Donald had to bail, and you guys back east are dealing with cold and snow and temperatures that I can't even fathom. All right, don't think of me as a jerk here, guys, but I'm going to tell you what I did a few days ago. Actually, the day before yesterday. I went out and hit a bucket of balls at the local golf course wearing a t-shirt and shorts 2 days ago. But see, that's living in the desert, Las Vegas. It's a lot different than up north where it's cold and snowy, but if you want to dream warm thoughts, just dream of being on the golf course down here in the southwest. So I maybe shouldn't have said that because I don't mean it to rub it in and make you guys feel bad, but come summertime, believe me, I'm jealous of you guys. When it's 120 out here, I wouldn't mind being up north. So, yeah, in fact, Chuck, you might have noticed I got a Band-Aid on my finger. That's a blister that I developed. I use the interlock grip when I play, and even though I wear a glove on my left hand, my right ring finger rubs right here, and I wrapped this finger with tape prior to swinging, but I assumed that my glove would protect this finger, but it didn't, and it still burned through, so I'm going to have a Band-Aid on for at least another week or two. The Bibster says, check out the official entry video in 13 minutes. Roger that. I guess that's going to go at 4:30, 7:30 Eastern. So, guys, I'm going to sign off so everybody can go grab a quick bite to eat or a snack and then go back and check out the Bibster's channel. Hey, Bibby, go ahead and post a link to your channel. You've got the rights to do it. Um, okay, you're having to repost it. Well, I'm gonna hang out for a couple more minutes, Bibby. Um, if you can, let me know if you can't. Then I'll sign off. But I'll wait for you if you want to post your your link. What's my longest drive? Okay, so this gives me a great opportunity to chat. So I've not played golf in quite a while, but the local golf course has this new system. It's called TrackMan. I don't know if you guys have heard of it before, but it's an electronic-based driving range. It's outdoors. It's a regular driving range where you're hitting down into an open field, but at either end of the range, there's these two towers. They look kind of like cell phone towers that stick up, and their antennas are aimed in on the range. And you download the app. Like I said, it's called TrackMan. You download the TrackMan app, and these towers hone in on your signal. You let them know you're there. You hit a couple balls, it picks up on your station, and then these TrackMan towers record all your flights. You tell it what club you're using, and then it'll not only monitor your shot, but it will log them in a permanent database that you can go back and check all your shots. Then it'll show groupings of where they're landing and what the carry is, what the rollout is. It's a really cool app. It measures hooks, it measures slices. So it's called TrackMan. If you guys have it at your golf course, it's free to use. It's really, really cool. Okay, Bibby, you can't do it? Okay. So back to Chuck's question. My longest drive, on a good day, I can hit 260. I think 2 days ago, my longest was 262. I think the majority of my drives average probably were in the 250s, but I did get up in the 260s a couple times, and I know I hit a 262. I use a TaylorMade R5 oversized head driver. I think they're 460 cc's. Does that sound right? 360 or 460? I'm not sure. The big dog. That's right. Drop the hammer. Oh, back east. Oh, man. Texas only hit 29 degrees. My goodness. Wow. Yeah, no, I've played golf most of my life, off and on. I was very fortunate, guys. About 20 years ago, my wife got a job at a local golf course. And, of course, I really encouraged her to get the job because as a spouse, I got to play for free. That's just one of the perks. So she got the job at the golf course. I was out there every day after work, either hitting a bucket of balls or playing 9 or even 18 if there was enough sunlight left. So anyway, yeah, golf is a passion of mine that I don't do enough of because it's not cheap. But I do have fun with it. Oh my goodness, Chuck. Wow. Well, like you said, you hammered that one. Your dog was barking that day. 352. Wow. So, well, and I'm not a big guy either, so I don't have a lot of oomph behind the ball. So I got to be good on my technique. But anyway, I almost feel like we could start a whole new. Hey, there you go. I could start a new series about golf. No, I wouldn't bore you guys with that. But like I said, be thinking about ways that you can maybe improve your channel by adding additional content based on your interests, your hobbies, just novelty things, Ethan's just started doing his vlogs where he's going to the card shop. He's going to Walmart. And it's fun just riding along with them. That's just fun. There was a clip when he was driving down the highway. I could see the Kentucky trees in the background. I'm like, wow, look at all that green stuff. We don't get that out here. So it was kind of cool to see him in that environment. So I encourage you guys to break out of your shell a little bit if you're adventurous enough and film things you otherwise wouldn't normally do it on a baseball card channel. Just have fun with it. There's no rules. It's your channel. Do what you want. I got 4 notebooks of 1972 Topps baseball cards off Facebook Marketplace. Wow. 4 notebooks full of 72 Topps. Good for you. Good for you, Bibby. Well, I could just ramble on for another 4 minutes and make it to the hour and a half mark, but I don't really have anything else to talk about for the next 30 minutes. I will tell you guys, maybe this will go 4 minutes. If you guys saw my last video on rockets, which I posted yesterday, well, actually one went this morning, but yesterday I posted my launch day video, and I had some successes, some great successes, and some disastrous failures. Just want to let you know, rest assured, all the failures have been identified and repaired. As of now, every rocket that flew yesterday, no matter the outcome of the landing, is now ready to fly. I worked late into the night, and I was doing a little bit before I went live today, so I got my rockets back up and running. So hopefully they're stronger and better, and will perform better next time you see them. So, but if you guys have not seen those videos, go back and watch them, please. They're not only will it support me and my channel, but they're fun to watch. When I film my rockets launch, I'm making noises in the background, like subliminal, like grunting and groaning, and little comments waiting for the parachute to pop, and just it's kind of funny. Unfortunately, I've got a lot of parachutes that don't like to pop out, and that's kind of frustrating me, but I know it makes for good entertainment. So the chutes. Okay, so Chuck, you might remember, before you pack the chute, you've got to pack the wadding in. And I'm experimenting with different types of wadding. I've got the regular Estes sheets that you crumple up and shove down there. But I've also started using this new material. Let me show you. Check this out. This is totally not baseball. This is foam insulation that you put up in your attic. It's fiberglass free, so it's safe to touch, but it's fireproof insulation. So you take some of this stuff and you just shove it down the tube to help protect your parachutes. Well, what was happening was I was putting way too much of this stuff in, and I was packing it in way too tight. So I was putting a layer of wadding sheet, a bunch of this, another layer of wadding sheet, another layer of this, and another layer of wadding, and I was just putting way too much in the tube, and the ejection charge does not have enough oomph to pop it out. So I need to maintain the same quantity, but just don't pack it in so tight. That's where I'm running into problems. So, yeah, oops. But live and learn. It's like any thing. There's a technique to it, and I'm learning. I do think I'm improving, even though the results don't show it. My knowledge of what's going on has improved. I know what the rocket's doing and trying to do. I'm understanding apogee better, as far as you guys might not know this, but when a rocket goes up, the motor shuts off at some point, right? Well, the rocket doesn't just stop. It continues coasting on its own, just from the speed it built up. Well, you don't want the parachute popping out at its max speed, because that'll just rip the chute to shreds. So as the rocket slows down and comes to a stop, and then it starts to fall, that highest point of the flight, that's called the apogee. That's when your miles per hour equals 0, when it literally just stops. And just before it starts its descent, that's when you want the ejection charge to blow the chute. So there's no air speed to rip the chute apart. So you've got to get motors that have delay times in them, the delays in seconds. And you try to find the right motor that's got the right delay time so it ejects at the right moment. So I'm learning a lot about this. It's a lot of fun learning. Oh yeah, that 700-foot flight made up for all the other disasters. That was fun. Thanks. So, well, hey guys, awesome. We just hit an hour and a half, so that little rocket talk helped. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign off for now, guys. I wish you all a wonderful weekend. For those of you guys like Chuck, man, I hope you get your heat turned on soon. And if not, just bundle up and do what you're doing. Like I said, you're sleeping well, so hey, take advantage of it, right? Before they ruin your sleep by turning the heater back on. So, anywho, we got 6 now. Oh, it's coming, Chuck. It's coming. That motor that I used in the indicator that hit 724 feet, I've got more of those motors that I want to put in my smaller rocket like the Wizard. Now, the only fear is a rocket going up that high, you may not ever see it again. That's my fear. So I want to use a rocket that's highly visible and big enough where I'll be able to see it on its way down. So anyway, more rocket videos to come, and more Zephyr videos to come. I'm still working on it. Hopefully soon we'll get it done and airborne for you guys. So hey, hobbyist, so sorry to tell you, but we're just signing off. All right, good night. All some things went wrong with YouTube. Oh, Bibby. Well, Bibby, you'll figure it out. We've all had hiccups with YouTube. It's not unusual. Sometimes I've had to reboot my computer and then reopen the internet. Or you said you're working off your phone. You might want to try it on a different device or reboot your phone and try it again. Something will work. Too fashionably late. Well, it's okay, hobbyist. We saved the best for last, and that was you. So thanks for coming in. You've run it. Wow, man, marathons in 5 degrees. Well, at least you keep yourself warm. Oh, thank you, Darren. I appreciate that compliment. That's awesome. So, well, before too many people try to trickle in and expect me to open up baseball cards, which I don't have anything to open, I'm going to end the stream now, guys. So thanks again. God bless every one of you. I love you guys. Let's just continue to support one another. Every time one of us uploads a video, please check it out, watch it, comment on it, hit the like button, and most importantly, subscribe and hit the little bell button. That's what really helps our channels grow. So until next week, guys, God bless and have a great weekend. Bye-bye.